Thank you. My name is Lucretia Hayes, and I want to say that I am grateful to be a part of this great company, the Middale Youth and Family Services. I thank you for the opportunity to assist you with your amazing company that has been providing services within the community since 1971. I would like to thank the president, Steve Ditto, for his outstanding service with this company and his commitment within the community, helping people with diverse crisis situations for many years that's helped many generations and gave them a hope to press on forward to a brighter future. You have hired me onto your company to observe your daily routines and interactions among us, supervision and subordinates, and that is just what I'm about to do. First, I would like to talk about servant leadership. And what is servant leadership? Servant leadership is different from leadership. A lot of people, when they think of leadership, they might think of as ruling with the iron fist, or always telling people what to do, and perhaps not listening, or others bowing down to them. But a true servant leader is one that not only is a leader, but they serve people from all diverse backgrounds. They are good listeners, they're honest, they're compassionate, they stand behind people to push them forward into the direction that they need to go. They do whatever it takes to help them reach their potential on the job, in the church, in the community, whatever it is. I would like to start out saying with the quote from one of our great leaders that has graced us with his presence, and that leader is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela said that it is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory. But people will better appreciate you when you take the front lines where there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership more. Now, Nelson Mandela was the first black president in South Africa in 1994, and he served until 1999, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts in dismantling the apartheid system in his company. And he was a true example of leadership. He really cared about the people. He listened, and he did things, in an effort to not only satisfy the people, but he served as a middleman between the people and the government of his country. And it worked. So he was an awesome example of a servant leader. Also, I would like to talk about, what does a servant leader looks like? What are the characteristics of a servant leader? Well, you'll see a servant leader everywhere. A servant leader doesn't necessarily hold a title like a supervisor or a CEO, manager. A servant leader could be anyone who has a desire and a compassion for people, to see them to do better and to be in a better place in life and to perform well on the job. And some of the characteristics of a servant leader is reaching out to others, showing that, hey, you care and I'm here. What do you need help with? Honesty. They serve in the community. They are very good listeners and team players. And not only that people listen to them, they listen to other people because they know they can always learn something. They can always improve on something. Within Middale Youth and Family Services, there are some issues that I would like to address. The problems that I see is individuals within the organization, even some of the supervisors. I've heard some of the supervisors talk really nasty about their subordinates, putting them down. I've noticed some of the workers trying to talk to a few supervisors about issues, but they were like blown off. And I seen them get angry. I noticed they're stressed out. I've heard conversations amongst the co-workers where they were talking about their co-workers. They were talking about personal problems that they're having, and that they're feeling overwhelmed. There are people people are dealing with maybe financial issues, problems in the home, whatever it is, but it's causing distractions, and what's an even bigger distraction, they don't know how to go about fixing it. So I want to give a few recommendations. The few recommendations I would like to give supervisors to really listen to their employees. Sit down and take the time to listen to them. And once you listen to them, please be open-minded. And that is not something you should use to go back and repeat to someone else on the job unless it's something life-threatening. You know, it should be kept in the confounds of the office between you and that individual that's your subordinate, and it should be taken to someone else above you if you feel like they can help that individual. I see coworkers complaining because they're not being listened to. Also, I see a lot of gossiping in front of the children, and the children are repeating things that they see the staff are doing, and that is very unprofessional. And children are very impressionable. They're like sponges, so they pick up a lot of what they see. So I want to recommend that the staff keep their conversations to a minimum. Let it be centered to only job related activities and talk. Anything personal should be talked about away from the children in a different room, in a different office. But when you're around the children, it's all about the children, that you should show them love and compassion, play with them, have activities to stimulate their minds, not gossip and trash talk. So with that, I would like to encourage you all to share the vision, continue to be team players, compassionate, follow your daily job routines and habits, and there's no I's in we. And I would like to thank you for this opportunity to serve your company. It has been a pleasure. And if you have any questions, please raise your hand and I will do my best to answer your questions. Thank you.